Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video and to the 2025 Halloween event. It looks awesome and yeah, there are a bunch of things we can go and get involved in. There are some really cool rewards that I've already checked out and I'll go over in this video. But yeah, I'm ready to get stuck in. So let's get on the mini event quest for the season and check out what there is to offer. To start off, look at the scenery. It looks awesome. It's really well done. There are some really cool designs and the details in the area from what I've seen so far are very cool, very spooky, great for the season. And yeah, I just think for this event for this year, it is gonna be a really cool place to hang out. So to start off, we'll keep it short and sweet because we'll unlock this later on, but we do have the bonfire. There's a nice bank chest there if you want to use your own logs, but there are also logs situated around the bonfire that you can use as the bonfire changes colour to get a bit more XP if you want to, or simply to just hang out, get a bit of AFK XP, and of course some tokens for the season. You've got this funky kind of stage here with some live music, played for you of course by some skeletons and ghouls, covered by a massive spider web. You've got a little ghost on the guitar there, which is really cool. And over here, you can see the portal. We zip on over, which goes through to the maze. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a fun one to go through. You have the tentacle pool here. Coming over to this side, you've got a graveyard looking area, a really spooky kind of fountain over there to the left. As you'd expect throughout this area, there are of course some tasks and skills you can kind of AFK to get yourself a little bit of XP, but more importantly, those nice spooky tokens. You can come over to the open gravestone areas here and train some archaeology. Whilst training this, you will be getting some different ancient items, as well as different artifacts, which you can use towards a couple of collection logs. The logs will give you some XP and also tokens in bulk. Next to the fountain, we have a pumpkin, which kind of just sits here, and you can continuously smash it in. That's basically what that is. People will just stand here and, as you can see, kick it. And that's basically it. This year's event does bring a couple of new rewards alongside the usual celebrations. Just going off from the RuneScape site right now, you can get a Reaping Scythe, which of course is a wieldable cosmetic, Sparkler, which is a wieldable cosmetic as well. Now, sparklers are really cool, so that would be quite awesome to get. And there is also the Wicker Boy pet. You can get the flaming and the non-flaming variants, both which are really cute. I'll put them on screen now. You can also come over to this building here and train a bit of summoning. There are candles around the summoning circle. You can go ahead and light those. You'll know when they're lit because they will change just like that. And then of course you can practice some summoning, again for a little bit of XP, but mainly for the tokens. So essentially you'll just stand here and yeah, do a bit of summoning. Alongside looting from the coffins, you can also loot from this building here, right next to the archaeology site. They do take turns, so they're not all open at once for looting, but as you'll see there, the door is just shut. You can move on to the next location. There are a few different buildings around this location as well that you'll be looting from, so just keep an eye out. This of course is the pumpkin, which, as I said before, you just click on to smash and just keep going. Over to the northwest here, we do have the pumpkin patch. This is unlocked after the quest is complete. It is a short quest, we'll be going over that in just a moment in this video. But yeah, this is a very funky looking pumpkin patch that we'll definitely come and check out a little bit later on. Sounds really cool. If you inspect any of the items that you get from archaeology, you can obviously take a look here, you can see the collection, but those spooky tokens are definitely going to be nice. They'll help towards some cool rewards for sure. This is what one of the little guys look like. So cute. Through the maze portal here, it looks like they're going to be mixing up the bosses that you can go through and encounter. So yeah, you can obviously win some tokens, you can win some drops and, you know, some cosmetics, things like that. So it does sound really decent. If that's your vibe, then yeah, give it a go. I'd love to know if any of you guys have already done it, what you've won and stuff like that. It sounds really cool. Then we can come over to Reynold over here. Once you've started collecting up your spooky tokens, you can go ahead and trade him and take a look on the harvest boon. So we've got the Warlock or Witch Top legs, cape, and the clan confections. Just taking a look at these, we'll just whiz through a few of those. It is very nostalgic. Moving on to the overrides, this is why I was kind of intrigued to see how many tokens you do get, say, just from training these skills, because they're quite expensive, 50,000. In fairness, you do get the entire outfit override, but yeah, it seems like a lot of tokens, but it might not be in comparison to how much you get back from it. But yeah, definitely some cool looking overrides in here. This scythe looks really cool. Now this is something which is really exciting. In the cosmetics tab, they have the web cloak. Now this is such a nostalgia trip. Look at that cloak. This is, yeah, so much from what I remember growing up on the game over Halloween. That is just so cool. And we've also got the DEFCON 2 t-shirt as well, which I think would be really awesome to kind of go for. Like those pairing would look really nice. In the utility tab, it is basically a bunch of emotes and items that can change you into something else. Not really my vibe, but if it is yours, then yeah, they are available for not too bad. In the miscellaneous, this is also what I'm excited about because we have titles. I love unlocking some of these titles. For 5k each, I'm hoping we can save up enough tokens there to get us a few of these and other items as well. Got some really cute companions as well. You've got Loba for 40k. The Caridian cat pet, probably one of my favourites. Oh, and you've got the Eek pet that you can actually carry around on your hand. That's pretty cool. These rewards might be fairly similar to the ones from last year, but yeah, it's nice to see that they've added a couple in here for that nostalgia trip. Right, let's start off this quest. We've got the Guys and Dolls quest here. The only requirement is the necromancy quest, so we can go to City of We already have that done, so if you don't have it, then obviously feel free to go and do that. But yeah, some required items as well. We've got the red, blue, green, and purple dye. We need an ancient torso from Harvest Hollow or a Musper spine. And the rewards, as you can see here, we've got Wendell, the Wicker Boy pet, or a skin if base pet is already unlocked, access to the farming and fire making skilling activities, both of which I mentioned earlier on, and you get 10,000 spooky tokens. You can also get some emotes from the previous Halloween events if you don't already have them, and 2 treasure hunter keys. So for the ancient torso, you want to head over to the archaeology and excavation spot over here, and you'll start to be able to identify the ancient remains. Once you get the torso, you can obviously just stop and start the quest. It shouldn't take too long. It is fairly quick to get these, so yeah, I'll catch you when it's done. You will also come across these last wills whilst you are just skilling and everything like that, and essentially this is part of the parcels from the dead. You can add them to currency pouch, you can also use them to teleport. You will go over and teleport to Posty Pete and you can trade them in, essentially for some rewards. So yeah, we'll go and check that out in a little bit. You'll also probably notice you'll start to collect some of the clan confections here. You can take these over to Koff, he is by the bonfire, and yeah, basically just contribute them towards your team and get some rewards. Okay, awesome. So we just got ourselves the ancient torso, only took around 5 minutes or so, so not too bad. And now we have everything we need to start the quest, so we can go over to the bonfire. And we want to talk to Guy over here. Once you've gone through the dialogue there, we just want to head over to the City of and we want to go all the way south to find Dolly. So we're just going to speak to Dolly. She is down here on the southwestern side. She's just asked for some dye, and of course we already have them, so that is happy days. Do you want to give her the dyes? We want to say yes. And she's going to get started on the order. So we can now teleport back and speak to Guy again. So now we need to go and speak to Doyle. He is over in the pumpkin patch we kind of went over earlier. This is the area where we do need to unlock it, so that's all part of this mini quest here. So yeah, we just need to go over and speak to him. We just want to go through the dialogue here. Once you're done with the conversation, click over on the cart here. There is a small selection of pumpkins, and we should be able to grab one. When he says it's perfect, we can speak back to him there. He's then going to ask for the ancient torso, so we'll just say yes to that. He does some scary speech there, and just like that, he is happy. We've now completed this area, so when the quest is complete, this area will of course be unlocked as one of the rewards. It's kind of nice that you can just come over here and train a bit of farming now. So finally we want to come back over and speak to Guy. We can just go through the chat there and he should be happy. So it should be all good. And just like that, we have unlocked the pet and completed that quest. So nice and easy, only takes, you know, a short amount of time, but it's, yeah, just a little bit of fun. And of course, we did get the tokens and all the rewards went through earlier on. We've got the fire and the farming area unlocked. So yeah, really cool. You'll see the bonfire colour change here. If you change to the colour of the logs that coincide with this, you'll get a bit more XP and a couple more tokens. So it depends if you want to fully AFK this or, you know, if you just want to follow it around for a bit more reward. You'll be able to see the different logs around the bonfire here, so you can just hop around as you like. You can now, of course, head on back to the pumpkin patch. You have an order on the side here with different pumpkins that you can go ahead and collect up as well. And of course, when you're happy, you can go ahead and deposit them back onto the harvest cart over here, and you'll see that the order has decreased depending on the pumpkins you've already collected. So yeah, you can just keep going with that, get yourself some XP and tokens. Let's go ahead and cover the last wills here. You can speak to Posty Pete, who just hangs around at the bottom of the stairs here, and you can go exchange last wills. You can find out more about the parcels, and you can also claim the daily parcel. Let's do that first because we haven't done that. So yeah, let's right click on Posty, go for exchange wills, and we just exchanged 300 for 2 small and 1 medium forgotten belongings. So essentially, yeah, you can just come, trade them in and get some random rewards. It'll be interesting to see if any of you guys have got anything cool from that. But on that note, that is my little summary for the 2025 Halloween event. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, like always, smash the thumbs up. I kind of like doing these little one-off videos with the events just because I find them, oh, right in the way? Come on. That'll do. Okay, but yeah, anyway, I just find them really interesting, really fun. There are definitely a couple of rewards that I want to get by the end of it, so stick around, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, look out for some progression, where we'll definitely be going for some of them, hopefully getting a couple of nice titles, maybe a couple of pets, some cosmetic overrides. But yeah, thank you again for watching. I hope you did enjoy yourself a nice spooky season event, and I will see you in the next one.
Control.